Glaaads, we're in Rotterdam together with Tecnifibre and our friends from Tennis Warehouse Europe. Behind me is the stadium of the ABN AMRO Open. Come see what's inside.
Whoa, hold on, I haven't done a proper intro yet like I usually do, but that's right, thanks to our friends from Tennis Warehouse Europe and Tecnifibre, I got to go to the AMRO ATP 500 Open in Rotterdam. Got to see the behind the scenes of one of the most technologically advanced tournaments on tour. Saw quite a few top players practice before their matches. Oh, and did I mention the VIP seats on the center court? You're watching Gladiators Tribe, my name is Grisha and we are headed to the airport. As per usual, upon arriving at the airport, I headed out to the business lounge to have something to eat, because I mean those business lounge passes have to pay off somehow, right? Then it was time to hop on board, not flying private just yet, so we couldn't go directly to the destination airport and had to hop on a train first, which was actually quite an alright ride.
We've arrived to Rotterdam. Well, actually we've arrived to Amsterdam first by plane because I booked the wrong ticket, and then we took the train and we're in Rotterdam now, and I mean it's looking pretty cute. We have a few hours until our dinner with the Tecnifibre team, so we're gonna use this time to just, you know, walk around, have something to eat. I just realized that I'm going to a Tecnifibre event with a head bag. I'm not sure if it's kind of like conflict of interest. I don't have a Tecnifibre bag, so there's not much I can do about it. But yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
Rotterdam seemed to me like a pretty overhyped city. It's famous for having the biggest port in the world outside of Asia, which is kind of cool. It's so-called modern architecture and the bikes that are literally everywhere. We had to take the metro to get to our hotel, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but at least the ride over the river was pretty beautiful. We're getting closer to the hotel and I was wondering about the location, like why here, why this? And then it turns out that it's like pretty much the closest hotel there is to the stadium where the tournament is being organized. So okay, it makes sense. Makes sense. Stay tuned for the room tour. And then guys, the surroundings aren't giving me much hope about the hotel. Actually, hold on. I rushed my opinion. This looks beautiful. This is nice. I like it. All right, the expectation just got high. I really hope we get the room with the view this way and not that way. We've arrived. Here's our first look at the room. I like it. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. I'm liking it. Whoop. It's like a corner view. It's like, oh, we get both the lake and the city. Jackpot. Tecnifibre, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Love you guys already. But yeah, now I need to post the video that I'm editing right now for this Sunday, and then we have a dinner with the Tecnifibre team. So I'll see you in a bit. At the dinner, which was actually surprisingly good, we met the entire Tecnifibre team along with some other influencers who came to the event. Everyone was super kind and very welcoming. The next day was the big day though, and it was starting quite early because we had a lot on our agenda. First of all, first thing in the morning, we were gonna meet the Tecnifibre stringing team, which is the official partner of the ATP AMRO Open, which was quite exciting. Then, of course, the promised backstage tour of the entire tournament, watch some matches on the center court, and of course, don't forget about the presentation of the new TFight. The day, of course, started with a pretty decent breakfast, which involved some miniature omelets, and everything was fine, but we still had to deal with one small little problem.
Now I just gotta figure out a way to hide my head bag from like 15 people from the Tecnifibre team.
But that problem was very quickly solved by the Tecnifibre team themselves.
A small present for you. It's a Tecnifibre
Perfect.
bag.
Alexis, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
All right, guys, we do a quick unboxing. Opa. Tecnifibre jacket, Tecnifibre t-shirt, 2 in fact. Damn! Turns out that in one of the videos where we did the review of the TF40 2 years ago, I think, we made a joke about the naming of it. And Jérôme just told me that they actually used it
to convince the CEO of Tecnifibre to change the naming of the rackets, which is kind of cool. We're inside the, what is this, the stadium, and there's absolutely nobody but us, and it's kind of like a very different vibe, which I'm really digging. If I could, you know, watch every single tournament in this kind of circumstance, I'd really appreciate it, but I guess then the tournament wouldn't be making any money. So yeah, I guess we got to deal with it. We got some less important brands than Tecnifibre over here to the right of us. Bonjour. There we are. Here's the Tecnifibre stringing team, official stringing partner for the ABN Rotterdam Open. If my guess is right, this is probably Stan's. That racket over there might be Stefanos Tsitsipas's. The one over there might be Medvedev's, and this one is probably Alcaraz's. I think. Alcaraz? Yes? Medvedev? And Tsitsipas? Yeah, I nailed them all. Oh, Lehechka, okay.
Who are you supporting? Medvedev? Tsitsipas?
Aren't we on a Tecnifibre event?
Just to be sure.
Can you tell us anything fun about Carlos's setup? Maybe some weird requests he has? Is it all normal?
It's nothing weird. The only difference is he has the mains in 25 kilo
Yeah?
and the crosses in 23.
Oh, so there's a 2 kilogram
Yeah,
difference.
yeah.
Okay. What string does he use?
RPM Blast.
RPM
130,
Blast.
yeah.
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
nothing.
130.
Yeah, 130, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I guess it's not
Nothing
the
strange.
racket or the string that helps him play that well, huh?
No, for sure.
Okay, guys, turns out you have to practice a lot to actually be able to win anything in tennis. Do you know how long it took me to string my first racket?
It's not important, but I think the same as me. So 1 hour.
1 hour is like good time.
Oh, really?
It took me about 2 days.
That's a long time.
And can we know what tension Daniel strings with?
New uses 22.5 in the men's and 23.5 in the crosses, and 10% the price trash in the natural route.
We then played a little game with Tecnifibre, where we're given 5 rackets, 4 of which had some kind of defect on them, which prevented them from being delivered to the pro player. It could either be the logo painted the wrong way, the knot tied in the wrong spot, or even some paint left from the painting the logo itself on the string. And only one racket was okay to be delivered to Daniil Medvedev himself, and we had to guess which one it was. And after looking at the rackets for like 15 minutes, we did manage to figure out which one was the correct one.
We're headed to the practice courts now, guys. Hopefully we get to see some known players. I'm loving the color of these courts, and just the ambience is different from any other tournament. I'm really liking it. And they have a it seems like they're kind of slow-ish. That's perfect for my tennis. So it'd be nice to play here a little bit, but I don't think we're doing that today. And I like the fact that there's also the wheelchair tournament going on, and the fact that they are actually putting the winners of those tournaments up on the walls as well, because that is one hell of a sport. If you haven't seen my video where I practice with Martin de la Puente, who is number 3 in the world in wheelchair tennis, check it out over here. I don't think it got the credit it deserves, so yeah, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out, because it's quite motivational, to be honest. I'm most definitely keeping this. It was just laying here. I don't think anyone needs it. And maybe I'll do a giveaway of this. I don't know. I'm stepping on this court. Done. Imagine I get a fine for like 50,000 euros for stepping on a court with the wrong shoes. Since it's not that cold anymore, we're gonna change into a more formal outfit. This way maybe also the guards. The guards are gonna take me more seriously and allow me into areas where I'm not actually allowed to go. All right, boys and girls, we're a little more formal now. Just a really nice ambience, and we're literally alone. Like, there's nobody except for the guard, but he's our friend now, so it's okay. What an ambience. Do you reckon I'll be playing here in a little bit? 3-4 years? Who knows? Maybe the qualifying. We came to the practice courts and my homie Andre's playing. Let's see how the forehand is doing. It's all right. It's okay. The backhand could be better. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, good slice. Did you see that? Since when can Rublev slice?
So, as you can tell, we did get to see some really high-level players, including... Actually, I won't name all of the names. Let me know if you can guess every single player you see right now and comment them down in the comments below. Let's see how well you know your tennis players. Then I sent some tennis props for this little Glad. It's always awesome to meet you Glads in real life.
All right, guys, we just met Dane. Fun fact about him is that he has over, not 100, over 1,000 rackets. He's planning to create a YouTube channel of his own where he showcases the rackets, and let me know if you'd like to see that. And yeah, I'll link you wherever
thanks.
you want me to link as soon as you open it. But like, what's your current favorite racket?
Yeah, well, I've got a couple of pro staffs that I love from the 80s and 90s.
All right.
And a couple of head rackets that I have.
Okay.
Like, you know, like the PT57.
Right.
I've got a 1619 version of it, which is pretty sweet.
I pretend like I know that it's rare, but I have no idea. Like I know rackets, but not that much. Like the guy actually knows.
Yeah, I'm kind of a walking encyclopedia about rackets. So
Yeah.
people always ask me questions.
That's cool. What do you play with yourself?
Yeah, right now I'm actually playing with a Tecnifibre racket, TF40,
Okay.
1820. I know you did the review
Love
on
it.
those things. Yeah,
Love it.
So I love it too.
Awesome racket.
But the Gravity Pro's a little bit. I know you love it. But
Yes,
it's,
I
it's
do.
a little bit too much.
Okay,
At
fair-
least if you get a sample
fair
that the
enough.
swing weight's too high,
Right.
then it's a little bit too much.
Okay.
But it is a sweet racket if you
Yeah.
if you get one in the middle on spec.
Right.
You can do everything with it.
Yeah.
So I understand why you like it. So.
All right, awesome. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure
Thanks
to meet
for
you, Grish.
thanks for coming.
After the quick chat with Dane, it was time to go on that backstage tour.
Backstage, ding. Sorry for not pronouncing that right in Dutch. I'm not a native speaker. Fun fact about the Hawkeye on this tournament, they're using line calls, obviously no line umpires, and the voices that we'll be saying, whether it's in or out or whatever, it's going to be of like famous people and influencers, which is interesting, fun. This is the Hawkeye room where the guys who are controlling the Hawkeye sit, and they actually have like a secondary system that in case the first one fails, the second one takes over, and in case the second one fails, they have linesmen sitting there just waiting all day in case both systems go down and they have to go on court, because obviously they can't afford, you know, having a match without line calling to happen. Here's the schedule of the people who are going to be practicing on every single court, and that's actually kind of cool. I guess it's the third time I'm hearing that Roger Federer broke a tournament because of the amount of people who wanted to see him, just, you know, see him. This area used to be open to public, but then at some point there was like 5,000, I don't think it was actually 5,000, but like he said 5,000 people waiting for him to, you know, get an autograph or a photo or whatever. And so they had to sneak him out through here, get him into the car and through another exit to actually be able to practice on the practice court. And since then they closed off that area for public, and now it's only players, organizers, and us who can go in here.
We then went deeper inside the stadium and got to see the tournament with the eyes of a player, starting from a separate entry, reception, accreditation room, and resting areas. But the most exciting part was...
This is the staircase to go upstairs to the central court, because in this tournament, when the players go on the center court, they go from up and go through all the spectators to kind of like make a bit of a show. So it's actually a cool idea. Now we're going up to the center court.
The central court in Rotterdam gets rebuilt from zero every year because, unlike some other tournaments, the ABN AMRO Open isn't a permanent event, and outside of the tournament week, the arena is used for other events like concerts, motor shows, and other sports events. The speed of the court is, as I expected, in the mid-low area compared to the other tournaments.
Guys, this is Alex from Tennis Warehouse. You know him from the previous videos. He just challenged me to a ping pong match. What are we doing, a tie break?
We can just do 1 point.
1 point.
1 point.
1 point, winner takes all. What's the prize? That Lexus over there.
Offer you a coffee?
Done. Okay, a coffee. Café au lait.
Café au lait, okay.
Is there a line or what? Unfortunately, the match got cancelled due to rain delay. It's okay, we don't have a winner, but you know, it happens. It happens in every sport, right? It's fine.
A coffee, a double espresso.
Done.
Since Alex from Tennis Warehouse is in the shot, I guess it's the perfect time to remind you, Glads, that if there's absolutely anything tennis related that you would like to purchase for yourself or for your loved ones, such as the new Tecnifibre TFight, for example, the link to get it, or anything else tennis related, is going to be down in the description below, together with our exclusive discount code that will save you some money and that really helps the channel. So yes, now back to the video.
Is this the VIP zone already? Yes. Okay, perfect. All right, guys, we are in the VIP zone. I don't know what to expect. I mean, I do know what to expect. So far, it's very nice.
The VIP area, or so-called the club, wasn't anything special really, just more private section of the tournament with some Michelin star restaurants and of course the sponsor lounges, which look cozy but aren't anything out of this world really. The VIP is cool and all, but I had some business to attend in the entertainment area of the tournament.
Guys, by tradition, we're gonna measure the speed of my serve. Last time I did it, I think it was on Roland Garros or Madrid Open, and yeah, it was like 150 or something, which cannot be right, so hopefully now I do better. Need to warm up my shoulder though. Okay, yeah. Highest registered speed was like 179 kilometers an hour, which I mean with this racket seems like it's correct. Pickleball court. Guys, let me know in the comments below if any of you play this thing. I've never tried. Quick coffee break. We got 2 lattes and an espresso. That was 10 euros. This is actually for Alex because I lost to him in ping pong, so we gotta find Alex now.
We did find Alex, and after he finished his victorious espresso, we went to the center court as spectators this time to watch Hurkacz match from the VIP seats provided to us, of course, by Tecnifibre. What's funny is that the line calling system broke and we spent at least like 15 minutes just waiting for it to be fixed. We did get to see some tennis eventually, but I have to say that this wasn't the match to watch that day because the evening session was Medvedev-Wawrinka, and that was quite a battle. We didn't get to see it because we had to leave Rotterdam, but we did watch Tsitsipas on the center court, and that was awesome. Although a pretty easy win for Stefanos.
This t-shirt that looks really cool, and don't mind it's an XL size, is actually made out of wasted string. Well, it's not actually wasted anymore because Tecnifibre came out with, you know, recycling it into t-shirts. And that's actually a pretty cool idea that you'd think is on the surface, but, you know, they are the ones who made it happen. And they used 4 sets of string, of wasted string, and 2 bottles to make 1 t-shirt. And they're trying to make it so that there's no bottles at all in the production of the t-shirt and it's only string. And in that case, it's going to be pretty cool. And yeah, it's 50 euros, so it's like, you know, the normal price for a competitive tennis t-shirt.
After checking out the Tecnifibre t-shirts made literally from leftover strings, it was time for the presentation of the TFight. And as I later found out, time for some more gifts.
What about penetration though? Because usually when you remove weight from 12 o'clock, the penetration through the ball, like it becomes worse in terms of the stability.
Exactly. That's
so
why we
this,
reinforce the
yeah.
section at specific area
Okay.
to get more stability.
All right. Gotta try that. Whoa! More presents, guys.
100 square inch.
Guys, look at this. Beautiful.
So,
wow.
It has been strung here on the stringing service by our stringers with a rather soft white.
Perfect. Perfect.
Absolutely.
The full detailed review of the new Tecnifibre TFight is coming as soon as I receive my racket here in Barcelona, because I had to leave it in Rotterdam simply because, as I said, I'm still not flying private and Vueling is really not the best airline to bring your rackets on board. And even though I tried my best to calculate the timing in a way to manage to watch at least the beginning of the match of Medvedev against Wawrinka, there was absolutely no way we were gonna make it to the airport if we stayed, so we had to leave before it even started. Apart from that though, this was an incredible trip that I really enjoyed. I was super impressed by the ABN AMRO Open. Huge and massive thanks to Tennis Warehouse Europe, Alex, and of course Tecnifibre for making this trip happen. Glads, I really hope that you've enjoyed this episode. You are watching Gladiators Tribe. My name is Grisha and I will see you, Glads, in the next one. Bye-bye.